Hello and welcome to Video Revealed. I'm Colin Smith. Let's have a look at why translation is not the same as transcription. Okay, I made this tutorial because I am baffled that people get these two mixed up. They think transcription is also translation. Why isn't it so easy? And those are usually people who speak one language, like me. I'm only English. I want to show you that I have an interview here and I've already done some transcription. The speaker is English, so they're speaking English, and I want you to hear what the
So I'm Dan
saying.
Miles, and I own the Backing to the Future, which is a poster restoration, preservation, and shrink wrap framing firm.
So this is a
We
photo
restore,
restoration company,
Any kind of poster.
and they do all different kinds of work.
Initially started
The
with,
ending of this
primarily
is
movie
very
posters.
important.
But you know, it's
So
grown
let me
into
jump to that. Listen to what he says here.
posters. We do war era posters. We do any kind of poster that people, is essentially near and dear to people, and they want to get fixed.
So he finishes by saying, this is perfect for people who have something that is near and dear to their heart, and they want fixed. And that's very easy to understand. Although it's not completely clear, grammatically, that we don't always speak. In fact, I just didn't. I spoke in a broken sentence, but this is the way we speak. And this will trip up translation like nobody's business. So the place that a lot of people will try to go for translation is, Google Translate. Now, I know that people are working on AI tools to do this better, but trust me, look, I'm Canadian. And the second language in Canada is French Canadian. And I came from a world of sales and marketing. And when you had a bunch of copy that you sent for someone to translate, it's not like it came back in 5 minutes. It might take a few days, because when you get into a concept, there is not a word-for-word translation. It's not as simple as, well, what's the French word for dog or cat or red or blue? Those are simple, but concepts are hard, like this, near and dear to someone's heart. So let's do a test. And this is a perfect way to show you how poor automatic translation is. Let's take this English, convert it to Spanish, then Spanish to German, and then German back to English. Okay? So I'll select all of this and copy it, and I'll paste it in. It's translating. So there's our Spanish, and I will flip that over. So now we're Spanish to German. Now we'll flip that over and do German back to English. So look at the ending here. Business that make travel posters, wartime posters, that is essentially close to people and loves people, and they want to fix themselves. What? That makes no sense. No sense at all, because of the context and the way that it was spoken. It's sure, if you hire someone to do a translation, they watch it in context to the English, they're going to do a much better job. I'm talking about people that think a computer, at this point in time, can take something like that and do an easy translation. It's going to be funny, but it could be more than funny. It could be really crazy and cause problems. So do not count on this kind of translation that's automatic. This is the example. And even if you go, like if I went from Spanish back to English, sometimes that's not good. And there's going to be other languages that English isn't based on that would even be worse. So this might be really obvious to a lot of people that translation is not the same as transcription. If you want real translation, at this time in the world, you're going to have to pay for it. You pay for quality translation. I would trade, if I needed this in Spanish, then I would send it out to a service that does that, or German. I don't know. I know there's professional services that we would use in the marketing world. Fiverr's probably a good place to look at it, but you're going to have to, count on that person doing it if you don't speak this language. I used Fiverr for myself on my own music album. I needed English translated to Swahili, and it was a very small phrase, but the person that I was paying for, she was in Kenya, and she spoke both English and Swahili really well. So I had to explain the translation or explain the context of what I was saying, because it wasn't, again, a word for word thing. So there you go. It's a pretty simple tutorial, no big thing. I mean, Adobe added these amazing transcription tools inside Premiere Pro, and if you're doing a certain language, and they're adding more languages, they're updating this all the time. I'll have a link to a couple of tutorials I have. One is how do you use a transcription, not a translation, to help you edit. Another one is the updates that Adobe has added in Captions, and I know that they're working on, in beta right now, text-based editing. So you can search for the spots you want and cut things out just by cutting words out of the text. Will cut the video. That's to come in the future. Hey, if you're new to Video Revealed and you found this informative, take a moment and subscribe. You want to support us some more? You can do that on videorevealed.com/shop. Donate once, monthly. We love all of our wonderful donors who support us. Contact me on Video Revealed, not in the comments, because there's way too many. I can't control them anymore. Till next time, I'm Colin Smith, and it's my job to wave a flag at the, maybe a language flag, at the people who think that you can do a lot more with computers than you can really do, and you still need a human being.